So I was just at school today and I was walking through the hallway and I noticed this locker. Okay, so this is weird. No one ever uses these lockers after hours. And this one specifically has never been used as far as I know. And the door has this really strange code scratched into it. So I tried opening it and it was locked. So I was like, ooh, I wonder what the code is. Then I started guessing numbers and it opened. And inside was this really old tape recorder. So I put the tape in and I hit play and it was our voices. Our group of friends. We were talking about something we've never done. And it was like, wait, we haven't said this yet. This is ... from tomorrow. So I ran out of the hallway and I started freaking out to my friends. I was like, you guys won't believe this. I just found the most insane thing. And they were like, what? So I told them everything and they were like, that's crazy. Let's go check it out. So we all went back to the locker and we listened to the tape again. And it was us talking about how we were gonna do this big project together. And then we heard ourselves say, but we're not gonna tell anyone. We're gonna keep it a secret. And then we heard ourselves say, we haven't told them yet. We're gonna tell them tomorrow. So we're like, wait, why would we have a tape recorder? And why would we be talking about something that we're going to do tomorrow? And then we started looking around the locker. And there was this piece of paper and it said 1984. So we were like, oh, this locker has been here since 1984. That's crazy. Then we looked at the tape recorder and it said, made in 1984. So we were like, oh my gosh, this is so creepy. Then we looked at each other and we were like, are we in Back to the Future? Because like, wait, if this locker has been here since 1984 and the tape recorder's from 1984, then why are we here in 2024? And then we all started freaking out and we didn't know what to do. So then I remembered that Marty McFly's dad was a big fan of the clock tower in Hill Valley. So I was like, hey, let's go check out the clock tower. So we ran to the clock tower and we climbed to the top and there was this inscription that said, to ensure the proper functioning of this time-traveling device, all users must bring a flux capacitor to the top of the clock tower at 8:15 p.m. on November 12th. And then underneath it was a note that said, please do not adjust the settings of this device unless you want to risk altering the space-time continuum. And then I turned around and I saw this flux capacitor. So I was like, oh my god, we're actually in Back to the Future. Then I walked over to the flux capacitor and I was like, hey, let's go back to 1984 and see what's going on. So we got in and we set it to 1984 and we hit 8:15 and we traveled back to 1984.